Hello and welcome to your Saturday morning chatty scent corner, where we discuss what's new, what's coming, and what we really need to chat about. So guys, as every Saturday that we meet here, I have so many updates for you. I have some Middle Eastern fragrances, I have Western niche, and of course, I have designer. I have a total of 9 updates for you today, and then we're going to do a couple of first impressions on fragrances that, of course, are brand new. All right, but before we jump right in, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi, and I'm your fragrance concierge because I'm totally committed to creating the best fragrance experience for you. I upload videos multiple times a week, and on this channel, we love to talk about all types of fragrances. So if that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go, fam. All right. So the first update that I have for you this week is actually a Middle Eastern fragrance, and it is from Fragrance World, and it's called Elysia Vanilla. Now, this is a fragrance that is supposed to be inspired by Kayali's Vanilla 28. And of course, I'm going to share the notes with you in a minute, but I'm just wondering, what is it? It's like all of these Middle Eastern affordable brands are trying to create fragrances that are inspired by a Kayali fragrance. I mean, come on, can we stop now, right? I think this is like the third Vanilla 28 fragrance that I've encountered. I already reviewed one here on the channel. Now there's this one, and I am going to pick up this one because the first one that I shared with you, if you may recall correctly, I can't even remember what was the name of it, but it wasn't very good. I think it was from Grandeur, was it? I think it was from Grandeur. Remember, I had like 3 different bottles, and I think the Vanilla 28 one, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember the name of the fragrance, but it was definitely, allegedly inspired by Vanilla 28. So yeah, it just seems like this is an ongoing thing now. But let me tell you, so at the top we have vanilla, orchid, and jasmine. At the heart, we have brown sugar and tonka bean. And at the base, we have amber, amberwood, musk, and patchouli. So yeah, that is supposed to be inspired by Vanilla 28. If I can find it at a good deal, I'm definitely going to pick it up. Or did I already pick it up? I can't remember, guys, because I placed quite a large order of Middle Eastern fragrances, and I can't remember if this one was one of them because I did find it and I saw it. So I don't know, but just expect that at some point I will share it with you here on the channel. And being from Fragrance World, it may be done really, really well. Anyway, more to come. All right, so this next update, I am so excited about this one. Of course, Bond Number 9. Bond Number 9 has been launching fragrances left and right for the last couple of years, and this year has been no different. Last year, if I recall correctly, they launched like 6 or 7. I picked up, I think it was 4 or 5. And this year, they already launched Greenpoint. I haven't decided if I'm going to pick that one up or not. I did sniff it in store, but I'm not sure that it's a scent profile that I'm really loving, and at that price point I better love it. And I also wanted to get a sample, and they didn't have samples because I want to try it on skin. But anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about their latest one, which just launched and just became available yesterday. And this one is called Bond Number 9 New York Secret Gardens. But listen to the notes of this one. So at the top, it has Anjou pear, clementine, Kir Royale accord, and ivy leaves. And then at the heart, it has Rose de Grace, tuberose, and jasmine. Now, you guys know how I love a good tuberose, and I do love white florals too, but tuberose is one of those florals that when done right is just perfection. Anyway, but let me just finish. So, and then at the base, we have amber, Florentine iris, I don't know what that is, and musk. You guys know I'm an iris lover. So to me, this fragrance sounds like perfection for like spring and summer. And with that Kir Royale Accord. Ooh, I wonder what kind of like feel is it going to give the fragrance. I am very excited because I am one of those Bond Number 9 fans that believes that they specialize in doing incredible spring fragrances. But in addition to spring, they actually do great fall and winter too, because we have Nomad and others like Chelsea Nights, and I can't remember the one that I picked up recently. It's the one in the brown bottle. It's like their top seller. Well, it was their top seller until Bond Number 1 came into the scene. But anyway, this is a fragrance that I'm definitely interested in, but let me share with you what Bond Number 9 has to say about this one. So this fragrance is supposed to showcase its most charmingly kept treasure, as in the most charmingly kept treasure of the city of New York, right? Which is the myriad of secret community gardens that bloom in plain sight. I would have to agree. You would agree with that, right? If you've been to New York, or if you live in New York, or if you have spent any type of time in New York around spring, summer, it's like there's a garden almost everywhere. They're like in plain sight, and they each have like their own like character. I don't know. It's just really interesting because New York is just such an incredible city. But anyway, I am, needless to say, planning to pick up this fragrance. Oh yes. So you can expect to see it very, very soon. As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to say anything, but I already have it. So I should be reviewing it for you very soon, and it is available right now. So I will be leaving a link in the description box for you to where you can pick it up. I am so excited. And did you see that bottle? All right. So the next update that I have for you is from the Harmonist. You guys know how I love the Harmonist. I mean, you can see part of my collection right behind me there, but so I had talked to you a couple of months ago about Nebula, right? It was a brand new fragrance that was launched, and now they are following up with, I guess, a flanker to that specific fragrance, and it's called Flora Nebula. Now, let me tell you the notes before we talk about this one. So at the top, we have bergamot, bitter orange, pink peppercorn. At the heart, we have apricot, Bulgarian rose, and datura. And at the base, we have amber, vanilla, and musk. Okay, so Flora Nebula. Let me see. Did I find any no, there's no statement. There's no statement about this specific fragrance that I thought was kind of interesting to bring to you. But what I am finding and loving is that so soon after they launched Nebula, which was really a complete success, and it is an incredible fragrance. And it is that one that you see back there, like with that ombre effect. It's like half orange and half black, but it's just beautiful. I have discussed and reviewed that fragrance here on the channel already, but this Flora Nebula, I am going to tell you. So you guys know that I have a good relationship with the Harmonist and Ray. Remember Ray from my Harmonist video? He actually gave me a sniff of the fragrance, and I'm telling you guys, this fragrance is exquisite. I almost dropped right there when I sniffed this fragrance. It is so, so beautiful because at first impression, I can tell you that while the original Nebula has like a darkness to it and a sexiness to it, this one is like bright. It is perfect for this season, in my opinion. It has like a brightness, and it's just like a very lovely fragrance. And I'm not allowed to share any more than that, so I'm not going to go there. Now, the thing about Flora Nebula is that it's not going to become available to the US immediately. It's first going to be a Harrods exclusive for a couple of months, I think, and then it's going to come to the US. And then, just like it was for Nebula, it will be an exclusive to Neiman Marcus. So yeah, but just be ready because I'm telling you, this fragrance is really, really good. I mean, those notes. But anyway, more to come. Oh, this next fragrance, I have been so excited and so looking forward to discussing this one with you. So, Jusbox has a new fragrance, and this one is called Sisters Before Misters. Oh, I love that name, but let me tell you the best part. So this fragrance is supposed to be inspired by the Spice Girls. Now this fragrance is supposed to bring together like all of the different personalities that you find within the Spice Girls, right? But let me share with you the notes before we get more into it. So at the top, we have exotic flowers, candy floss, and vanilla. At the heart, we have ripe plum and juicy peach. And at the base, we have caramel and warm musk. Now, this is supposed to be a true gourmand. And with those notes, yeah, it is definitely a true gourmand. And I found out about this one about a couple of weeks ago, but since we didn't have the Chatty Scent Corner last week, I wasn't able to bring you that update, right? But as soon as it became available, I did pick it up. So this is the box. And I haven't even opened it because, you know, between the travel and everything else that I have going on, I haven't had a chance to really open it. And I am planning to do an unboxing so you can see the box and how it comes packaged and everything else. But I am so excited about that fragrance, about trying it and testing it and wearing it. So of course, expect a very detailed review very soon. But oh, I'm so excited about that one. Very, very excited. All right, so French Avenue has yet another fragrance. They are another fragrance house that has been on a roll. I mean, I have seen a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances from different brands this year, I'm sorry. But when it comes to French Avenue, wow. I mean, you must agree that there's just been like a slew, like a collection, like the swarm of fragrances coming out of that fragrance house. But I am here for it. So this next one, I had not even heard of. I was minding my business, just shopping online, and I saw it. I can't remember at what retailer, but I saw it and I did some research and I couldn't find any information on it. So I don't think it's inspired by anything, but it does look so interesting. I'm waiting for the price to come down a bit because what I do recall is that where I found it, they wanted like $65 for this fragrance. And I'm sorry, I know that the price is going to come down. So I'm going to try and wait a little bit. But of course, I know that if you're interested, I'm going to have to review it. So just let me know if you've heard about this one. So it's called Venus De Milo. And let me share with you the notes. So at the top, we have sweet orange, pear nectar, and caramel. At the heart, we have white flowers, milky accord, lily of the valley, and white jasmine. And at the base, we have Madagascar vanilla, ambroxan fam, I'm so sorry, ambroxan, benzoin, and musk. Okay, so I really don't think that this was inspired by anything. I did quite a bit of research, you know, trying to decide if I really want to just pay that kind of money now or wait. And I decided to wait because it is just a bit pricey. And I'm not used to paying that kind of money for affordable Middle Eastern fragrances. I'm sure that it's worthy of it, but hey, anyway, so moving on, you can expect to see that at some point. And if I change my mind about picking it up, I'll come to a Chatty Scent Corner and let you know that I changed my mind, that I'm not going to be reviewing it. Okay, so here's another fragrance coming out of the house of Profumo di Firenze. Now remember that from Profumo di Firenze, we have fragrances such as Matilda and Buono Talenti, and I can't remember the name of the other one that I have, but they have a good following. You know, some of us really enjoy the DNA of that fragrance house. And I have to tell you, I know that people talk about Bueno or Buon Talenti all the time, but my favorite right now is actually Matilda. It's been my favorite from the beginning, and I know there's been a little bit of talk around Matilda, but I just don't think that it's been enough. And the new fragrance is called Maraviglia, which means wonder. And here are the notes. The notes are orange, ginger, lemon, and coconut at the top. Did you hear those notes? Oh my goodness. Then at the heart, we have orange blossom, sea salt, and cedarwood. And at the base, we have oak moss, musk, and amber. I am loving that note structure. Loving it. Now, let me tell you what Profumo di Firenze has to say about this fragrance. It evokes light, beauty, and serenity. I think we'll take all of that, right? It transports us to a world where every breath is a dream, a taste of eternity. Every breath is a dream, a taste of eternity. I am really loving that. Aren't you loving that entire concept? That is really beautiful. But anyway, I saw those notes and I just couldn't resist. So yeah, I already picked it up. So you can expect to get a detailed review very soon. I haven't even opened it because, again, this is how it comes. It doesn't bring any plastic around it or anything, but I am planning to do a short with my unboxings that I do. But yeah, I'm really excited, guys, because think about it. Orange ginger, I love the note of ginger. And then orange, ginger, lemon, and coconut. Wow, how is that ginger and the lemon going to work in the orange? I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this fragrance, except that it's going to be really, really good. I'm so excited. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so next, and coming out of the house of Floraiku. Ooh, another fragrance house that I love. I tell you, all of these fragrance houses are on a roll. So Floraiku is that fragrance house that I've shared with you several fragrances from. I really, really do enjoy them. The last one that I picked up was Sea and Sand, which was a 2024 launch. But before that, my favorite from that fragrance house has been Cricket Song. But now they have one called Gong. And do you see this bottle? I mean, how could we resist, right? But let me tell you the notes of this one. So at the top, we have pink pepper, Italian mandarin, and yuzu. Perfection for summer, perfection. Then at the heart, we have black pepper, dorayaki, and siam benzoin. And dorayaki is like some sort, if I understood correctly, it's like some sort of pancake that is known to be done like in villages or something. But when I give you the full review of this fragrance, because yes, I am waiting for it to arrive. Yes, I did pick it up. Yes, I did blind buy it. I'm sorry, but I did. But once I, am ready to give you the review, I'll be sure to do quite a bit of research around dorayaki. Then at the base, we have vetiver, amber, sandalwood, and gaiac wood. Absolutely loving this. Absolutely loving it. To date, I really have not sniffed a fragrance from Floraiku that at least I don't like, right? Like the minimum that I've experienced with their fragrances, and I've ordered a couple of discovery sets in the past to decide which one to pick up because their fragrances are pretty pricey, but they're so worth it. Between the packaging, the whole unboxing experience is just so beautiful. And then I like to order the bottles that, where you get like 50 ml and then you get like a 10 ml. Like this bottle is one where, you're going to get your 50 ml, but then the cap is like a 10 ml that you can take, for travel purposes. But I just love the aesthetic of the brand. I love the vision, the concept, all of it. So expect to see a detailed review of that beauty here on the channel very soon. Okay, so the next fragrance is a designer fragrance, and this one is Passione Red Musk from Giorgio Armani. Now, I don't have any fragrances from that flanker anymore. I think I had the original and I can't even remember. The original was not called C, it was called something else, but I had the original and I think I finished the bottle and never replaced it and have not picked up a flanker since. But this one, oh, I'm very interested in this one. I just don't know if I'm going to blind buy it, okay? But I'm very, very interested in this one, and I've seen a couple of reviews and people are loving it. So I may have to pick up this one too. So let me tell you, at the top we have strawberry and musk. At the heart we have milk and rose. And at the base we have musk and vanilla. Now, I'm just going to be honest. Those notes are reminding me of three fragrances. Burberry Her Elixir, of course, because you're talking about strawberry and milk with that lactonic quality. Then I wrote here that it also reminds me of like Latafa Yara. And last but not least, it does remind me of Latafa's Badi Al Oud Noble Blush. I mean, that whole like milk rose concept, like rose milk concept, yeah, it just brings those fragrances to mind. And then the notes, of course, involved, just, but I could be totally wrong. I'm pretty sure that this is a standalone fragrance, that it's really not going to be way too similar to one of those three. But anyway, more to come, because if I don't decide that I'm going to blind buy it, then I'll most likely get a sample because I really want to sniff it. I've heard such good things about it. Have you heard anything about it? Like, are you planning to like try that one at all? Are you planning to try any of the fragrances that we've discussed today? Do they like make you a bit interested in them or anything? Like, have you heard of any that you're like, ooh, I definitely want to save and get that one, or I definitely want to get that one? Just let me know. Please let me know. All right, so the next and last update that I have for you this week before we jump into the first impressions is from Clean. Clean just launched, if I understood correctly, it's called Strawberry Fields. And this sounds so good, guys. Listen to these notes. At the top, we have wild strawberry and linen. Linen. So we're going to be clean. It's going to have like that laundry, crisp, clean laundry scent. I could be wrong though. At the heart, we have jasmine and orchid. And at the base, we have amber and white musk. So I don't know, guys, this sounds like a really clean, as the brand is clean. All of their fragrances are clean. This sounds like a really clean fragrance. And I have to tell you, like, I'm here for it because we're entering the summer. And during the summer, don't you want like a fragrance for some occasions that is very clean, like non-complex, just a very clean scent, right? And I think that if you're going to add strawberry and a couple of white florals such as jasmine and then orchid, ooh, I think that that's going to be a really good fragrance. And it's my understanding that it already launched. I am going to try and get a sample somehow, but it's really, really affordable. So I may just end up picking it up. But I'm very excited about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, that sounds really good. Had you heard of it? Are you planning to try it? Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think that's something that I should just go for? Just let me know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with our first impressions. And the first one that we are going to take a look at, I have not picked up a bottle of this fragrance, and this is not a fragrance house that I pick up, that I blind buy ever for, because typically I can find the fragrance in store. I just have to wait a little bit. And I did go and I picked up myself, a little sample. They did so kindly give me a little sample, and I've already started to test it. So look at, I don't know if you can see, but there's very little left in here. And you guys know how I feel about these little 2 ml and 5 mLs. I can't with this, okay? But I'm trying to be good. So let me go ahead and spray this. So this is from Clive Christian, and this is the very latest one, and it's called Red Tea Vetiver. And before I spray it, let me share with you the notes and give you a little bit of how I'm feeling, right? So the notes of this one are at the top, bergamot and lemon. At the heart, rooibos tea. Okay, rooibos tea. That's a very specific tea scent, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And then vetiver. And then at the base, it has sandalwood and musk. So my first thought when I heard about this fragrance launch was, yay, here we go, Clive Christian, yay, I'm ready for something new. But then I read the notes and I thought to myself, oh, that's going to lean heavy to the masculine side, because not necessarily because of the rooibos tea, but more because of the vetiver. And, that musk and vetiver combination with just bergamot and lemon, that to me just gave me masculine all the way, right? But here's what I do have to say. So the reason that I wanted to try this one, even though I thought that it was going to lean heavy to the masculine side, is because I happen to love the note of rooibos tea. Now, rooibos tea is a note, that I have one fragrance in my collection that I'm absolutely in love with. This is a lifer for me. And this is from Chris Collins. And this is African rooibos. Rooibos. I can never pronounce this correctly, but I think I am now. Now, let me tell you something. This is the most incredible tea fragrance. This is just incredible. So I personally have never sniffed rooibos tea, but if this is what it smells like, have you tried this fragrance, the African rooibos fragrance from Chris Collins? This is just exceptional. This to me is a fragrance that should have gone viral, but it never did. You know, one of those that I typically film and I tell you, why wasn't this one hyped? I don't understand. Because when I tell you, if you are a tea fragrances lover, please, please just humor me. Please get yourself a sample. Is this a safe blind buy? I think it is if you are a tea fragrances lover. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that my only reference when it comes to the note of rooibos tea is because of this fragrance. So because I have such a deep love for this one, I decided that I was going to get myself a sample of the Clive Christian one. So let me spray it so I can remind myself of everything that I want to say to you. Now, this is not an official review. This is just me giving you my first impression and doing it with this very little spray, which I hope it's still spraying something. Oh, I don't think anything is coming out of here. Oh, I just really don't like these little samples. Oh, there's a little bit. Can you guys see? Oh, there. Oh, okay. 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 It's on a roll now. Yep, there it is. Okay. Now, you guys know that I am a unisex fragrances lover. I don't mind a fragrance that leans to the masculine side. My problem is when it starts to lean heavy to the masculine side, right? Because I think, this is just my personal opinion, I think that a unisex fragrance on a lady is very sexy and alluring. There's just something about it, but you have to be in the mood for it. You have to be ready to own it if you're going to wear a unisex fragrance for the evening or for the day or whatever. This fragrance is sweet. It is spicy. It is citrusy. This is a fragrance that, to me, is unisex, period. But I pick up on the rooibos tea beautifully. Is it as nice as in the Chris Collins ones? No, because I think that in the African rooibos fragrance from Chris Collins, he just wanted to focus on that note and make it dominant. It's not a linear fragrance, but that tea note is very, very dominant, and I am here for it again. Now, in red tea vetiver, the thing is, this is very unisex. I am picking up on the rooibos tea clearly. I pick up on the vetiver. I'm getting the citrusiness and a bit of freshness coming out of the note of bergamot. Other than that, I'm not picking up much of anything else. It is definitely a musky fragrance, so you have to really enjoy a musk heavy fragrance. To my nose, it has a touch of an animalic quality to it. To me, that is very common in a Clive Christian fragrance that has musk. They have a musk. They do their musk in a certain way. I have to tell you that I am very tempted to pick up this fragrance because I think that for the fall, this is going to be incredible. Is this one that I think you get away with using during the spring? Absolutely. Is this one for the summer? If you're going to be inside, if it's a very hot summer day, no, I would not. That's just my personal opinion. Some people, I dare say that most people will say that this is an all year fragrance, and they may be right. But for me, this is really like a fall, winter, but not on a super, super cold day. I don't know. I just think that this is a fragrance that, at least on my skin, I need to strike a balance with the weather for the day before I decide to wear it. But I love it. I really, really do love this fragrance. This is truly unisex. It is a little bit sweet, but believe me, this is unisex. This is going to smell incredible on you or your partner. All right, so next, I'm going to give you a first impression of a fragrance that was just launched by French Avenue in collaboration with Aromatix from here on YouTube. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful box. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I want to show you because this is so nicely done. Look at that. So you can see the name of his brand across the center of the bottle. And let me go ahead and pull it out. And I'm wiping it because I don't want all of my little fingerprints on it. But can you see the bottle? Very, very beautiful. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So the glass is kind of beveled and it has, you know, the name of his brand or his name here. It's just a very, very nicely done bottle. But here's the thing about this fragrance. So this is a vanilla-centric fragrance. I had already shared it with you here during another Chatty Scent Corner, and I told you that I was waiting because I definitely wanted to pick this one up. He's launched another, I think another 3 fragrances with French Avenue, and I've heard that they're all great, but I've only gotten my hands on this one. But let me tell you the notes so that you understand why this one was like a must for me. At the top, this fragrance has, ready? Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, and vanilla caviar. At the heart, it has vanilla, rum, chocolate truffle, patchouli, and jasmine. And at the base, we have more vanilla. We have vanilla absolute, caramel, tonka bean, and agarwood. This is a vanilla bomb, but let me spray it so we can talk a little bit about this one. Now, remember, this is not the official review. Beautiful sprayer. Look at that. Did you see that? It's like a mist. This fragrance. Okay. This fragrance is really a vanilla bomb. It truly is. But at that, I am picking up on like, and it may just be me. For me, this is more of like a fall, winter, and spring fragrance. This is not one that I will wear during the summer for sure. And I would not wear it during a very warm spring day, right? I just don't think that this is, you know, going to do well under very, very hot weather. But I could be totally wrong. And you know what I always say, wear whatever you want. That's just how I plan to use this fragrance. I am not ready to give you a detailed review, but I did want to tell you that so that you understand, in case you're wondering, should you pick it up now or wait, or what should you do because there's so many other fragrances and you don't know which way to go. Well, I just told you my thought, but that's just my opinion. Now, I really, really do enjoy this fragrance. Now, I am picking up on the rum clearly. Now, is this fragrance very boozy? It is not very boozy, but it does have a boozy quality to it. The vanilla is definitely very present in this fragrance. The vanilla is definitely the star of this fragrance beyond a shadow of a doubt. To my nose, the caramel is not like a fresh, creamy caramel type of caramel. No, this is a caramel that has been like in the pot for a while. So it has like a little bit of a smoky kind of, I don't want to say burnt, like a little bit of like a, you know, the scent of when something is starting to roast. That's what I'm getting. But all in all, this fragrance is really, really great. This is going to be perfection. I mean, perfection for the fall season, and it's going to be great for the winter season and also for spring. If you pick it up now and you live in an area where you're still getting some days that it's not very hot outside, you're definitely going to be able to wear this fragrance. I am going to circle back with a detailed review of this fragrance, but I just wanted to share with you my first impressions of this fragrance and how I've been feeling about it overall. I think this is a solid release. I will tell you that. Anyway, guys, so that is all that I had for you today, and I hope that this was very enjoyable. We have so many fragrances coming, guys. I hope you guys are ready because, wow, there's just so much going on right now. But I must say that I picked up quite a number of them, and it turns out that I've loved many of them. So at least we're getting good quality fragrances from all angles, right? We're getting it from Western niche, from designer, from Middle Eastern. So yeah. But anyway, go ahead and enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much for hanging with me this Saturday morning. Many blessings and much love, and you all enjoy. And I will see you in the next video.